Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And running with power here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Diggs on the tackle.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kick is...
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Cowboys 20, Bears nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Behind the line of
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Off the play fake, Prescott. Forced out to his left. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Scott's pass.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Komet, the tight end. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the 33-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 4th down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and throw for it here. Airing it out, looking for Rick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, Prescott again. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jesper Horsted, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
He'll fire deep down.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 40.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Prescott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
14, but it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for him. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 19.
Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now this
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On play action, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Now here's Pollard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Bears 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now at Soldier Field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back
to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Don't worry about it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Bears 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Hey, kill. 47. Mark 38. Come on, boy. Go.
Don't be scared of it.
Go to 54.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Kill.
Check 13.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be second and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is what...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch his slant. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Looking deep in the direction of, he's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A 51-yard gain.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 51 yards. Prescott on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to second and
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
It's caught inside the 25.
All you got to do is look and learn.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
The Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all good.